So measurement of electrolytic conductance and cell constant. In the last class, we discussed about specific conductance, equivalent conductance, etc. What is meant by conductance? How we can measure the conductance? As we know that conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. Conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. Conductance can be changed first. Conductance can be obtained by the measurement of resistance. If we can measure the resistance, automatically it is the reciprocal of the conductance. Resistance can be found by the principle of Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge. So first we will measure the resistance with the principle of Wheatstone bridge. From that we can calculate the conductance. In finding the resistance of the solution of an electrolyte, a special type of cell has to be used, such that solution is present between the two electrodes. This is the Wheatstone bridge. The cell thus used is called conductivity cell. This is the conductivity cell. It consists of platinum electrodes. This is the conductivity cell. Here electrolytic solution. It consists of platinum electrode at a fixed distance apart, and resistance is measured using AC, alternate current, to prevent any deposition on the electrodes during electrolysis. If electrolysis is going on, some electrons are deposited. Hence, we are using here alternative current. In this process, an alternative current of frequency 500 to 2000 Hz is used. A signal generator such as variable frequency oscillator, a null detector, indicator such as earphone. This is the here. Detector, indicate earphone. A signal generator such as variable frequency or oscillator, a null detector indicator such as earphone or sensitive microammeter is used as a detector. This is the detector. This is the conductivity cell. Then this is the earphone to measure generator such as a variable frequency oscillator, null detector, indicator such as earphone or sensitive microammeter is used as a detector. So this is the simple Wheatstone bridge. So in a Wheatstone bridge, simply this is the resistance here. Whatever we are applying, whatever we are taking, measuring, this is the cell, conductivity cell. Here, earphone or null detector, indicator or sensitive microammeter we are using here. Hence, Wheatstone bridge circuit consists of a source of alternating current, AC, which is either from induction coil or a vacuum tube oscillator. Source of alternative current, which is either from induction coil or vacuum tube oscillator. An earphone, a platinized platinum electrode this is separately we are exposing the conductivity cell. Then variable resistance with standard resistance box here. Variable resistance with standard resistance box. So Wheatstone bridge circuit consists of alternative current AC. That alternative current we are getting from the induction coil or vacuum tube oscillator. Then earphone, then platinized platinum electrodes, that is the conductivity cell, variable resistance with standard resistance box. In this method, a suitable value of resistance. So here we are using variable resistance with standard resistance box. So whatever, how much it is required, we are using. This method, a suitable value of resistance R is introduced from the standard resistance box such that when the sliding contact, sliding in the sense that is the jockey, J is moved along the stretched wire, the sound in the earphone is reduced to minimum at the point somewhere in the middle of the wire AB. Say at this point is the conductance. Here. This is the wire AB. Somewhere this earphone, this indicates somewhere voice is, we can hear, that is the conductance. The sound in the earphone is reduced to minimum at that point somewhere in the middle of the wire AB. This point is known as conductance. Then if X is the resistance of the electrolytic solution, how much we are using, then by the Wheatstone bridge principle, resistance R by resistance X. X is the electrolytic solution. Resistance of the electrolytic solution. Resistance R is the whatever we used, variable resistance. So resistance of wire AC by resistance of wire CB. Where is AC and CB? This one. This is actually wire is the AB total, AC, CB. Remaining is the, from the variable resistance. So resistance R by resistance X is equal to resistance of wire AC by resistance of wire CB. That is equal to length AC by length BC. Length BC. Hence, resistance X is equal to resistance R into length BC by length AC. Simply we are taking resistance X here, then that is resistance R to resistance BC by resistance, length AC. Thus, knowing the resistance R and the balance point C, resistance X of the electrolytic solution can be calculated. Resistance. So, resistance R by resistance X is equal to resistance of wire AC by resistance of wire CB. That is equal to length AC by length BC. Suppose if we equate the resistance X, unknown one, electrolytic solution. Hence, resistance X is equal to resistance R into length BC by length AC. Length BC by length AC. Hence, conductance C is equal to 1 by resistance X is equal to 1 by R. So, conductance is reciprocal of the resistance, or resistance is the reciprocal of the conductance. But we have to measure the conductance from the resistance. Hence, conductance is equal to 1 by resistance X. That is equal to 1 by R. I mean 1 by R into length AC by length BC. So to calculate specific conductance, which is related with the conductance according to the expression K is equal to specific conductance, K is equal to C into L by A. C into L by A. So thus, specific conductance of a solution can be determined by measuring its conductance and the distance L between the electrodes and area A of a cross section of each of the electrodes. Specific conductivity of a solution. If we has to measure specific conductivity, if we has to know the specific conductivity of the solution, it will be determined by measuring its conductance and the distance L between the electrodes and area of a cross section of each of the electrodes. For a particular cell, L by A is constant, and this constant is called a cell constant. Cell constant is known as, at a particular cell, L by A is constant. That is known as cell constant. So L at particular length of the electrodes, and then at particular cross section of the particular length and particular cross section of the electrodes, I mean L by A is constant. That constant is known as cell constant. Conductivity and then cell constant. Specific conductivity is equal to conductance into cell constant. Conductance C into L by A is the cell constant. Cell constant. Thus, hence, the cell constant of any particular cell can be found by measuring the conductance of a solution whose specific conductivity is known. You have to remember this cell constant of any particular cell can be found by measuring the conductance of solution whose specific conductivity is known. First, we have to remove all types of organic as well as other oily impurities which are sticking to the walls of the cells and electrodes by cleaning with dilute chromic acid. Then we dip the electrodes of the cell in N by 50 potassium chloride solution whose specific conductivity is known. N by 50 potassium chloride specific conductivity already we know. By Kohlraasch, it is verified that at 25 degrees centigrade value of specific conductivity of N by 50 potassium chloride is 0.002765 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. So, then Kohlraasch already verified N by 50 potassium chloride solution conductivity, specific conductivity is 0.002765 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. Hence, by knowing the value of cell constant, this specific conductivity of the given solution can be determined by measuring its conductance and multiplying the value with the cell constant. So, specific conductance, equivalent conductance is equal specific conductivity into 1000 by C, conductance of equivalence. So once we know the resistance, from that we know the conductance. If after determining the conductance, from that we can measure specific conductance, specific conductivity. Specific conductivity is equal to conductance into cell constant. You have to remember. And then equivalent conductance is equal specific conductivity into 1000 by C equivalent conductivity of E. That is equal to K into 1000 by C equivalent. I mean K into 1000 by normality of solution. K into 1000 by normality of solution. Molar conductivity. So molar conductivity can be calculated by using, molar conductivity is equal to specific conductivity into 1000 by C. While we are calculating equivalent conductivity is equal to specific conductivity into 1000 by normality. Here, for molar conductivity, specific conductivity into 1000 by molarity as per relation. Hence, by knowing the molar concentration, conductance C and specific conductivity K, equivalent conductivity and molar conductivity can be calculated. So, if we know the molar concentration of any particular electrolyte, if we know the molar concentration of any particular solution, we can easily measure conductance and specific conductivity, equivalent conductivity, and then molar conductivity. So this is the measurement of conductance and then conductivity cell. Conductance by Wheatstone-Bridge, then definition of conductivity cell, conductance, cell constant, specific conductivity, molar conductivity, equivalent conductivity. So with this, we can measure the conductance of any electrolyte solution if we know the concentration.